Hi, Nettie here. How are you? Well, this car looks a little bit washed out on here, but it is a really nice colour. So this is, look at that, and this is a fake step. So normally when you make one of these, you get the cardstock and you cut all the pieces together, but this one is showing you how to make it much easier. So one thing I have done is put down my thing. So never mind, I'm going to show you now. See if I can pick that up. So if you want to, can you see that right up? I'll try and get it right up. If you want to take a photograph, or a, what do you call it? A snapshot, this is the card. So we're using the baker's twine, the eyelet. See that in the right in the back of here. Can you see the eyelets? Okay. Okay. So we've got peach pie as the lovely light colour. That's peach pie, and I'm going to put my light on and see if that makes it look darker. It looks very white. Is that peach pieing it a bit more or lemoning it? I think it looks lemon, not orange. It's not bright orange because, as you can see on this one, I can't really turn my lights off or I won't see anything. I'll be blind as a bat. So you just have to put up with me and trust. So peach pie is light. It's not yellow. It's a peach. I like. See, that's an orange. That's a bright orange. So it's still, and it's empty. So this is peach pie. It's the new colour that's out with Stampin' Up. I'm just going to grab, see if you can see here. It might show it a bit better. So this is peach pie. It still shows it a bit bright, and that's pumpkin pie. Now we've also got wild wheat. Now wild wheat on there looks a bit brown, and on here, oh, it probably looks the same. But when I stamp it, it's so funny because it looks gold. So that's wild wheat that I'm doing under the gold leaf, and then that's the peach pie, and then the yellow, that apricot there. It looks apricot, but it's not. That's pumpkin pie. I hate pumpkin. It's not fair, is it? I'm not really into pumpkin. So this is the colour chart, and I was having a look because I think what goes with peach pie, and if you go monochromatic, it picks up that. But I was looking at some of the brighter ones, but when I got them next to it, it didn't really look good. So, and I don't know really. I don't know what that means. Anal next, I can't say the word. But that doesn't really do much for me. I'm sorry. Adding that to that is not. I must learn to do my colour charts, eh? Well, can't sometimes always learn everything. Anyway, so we'll just go through it here. So we're using baker's twine. I'll bring over my little box of stuff that I've got. So this is the baker's twine, which we've used on the front of the card here. We're going to use the dies. This is the die. Now, when you cut your die out in gold, please keep it inside, because see all those little leaves all pop out? See the little ones inside the gold? They pop out, and I've used them, just a couple of them down on here, just to give it a bit more spark to bring that over. So don't throw those away. Alright, and so I've used the 6x6, where is it? 6x6 DSP was the end colours. So at first I was going to use this one colour like that, that's the wild wheat, but it looked too busy with having that. The stripes looked really cute, so I kept that. Alright, And we've got some dies. Now, just look at those down over there. We've got the Thoughtful Wishes, which is the stamp set, which we haven't really used except on the back. We've used half of the leaf because you've got to have room to say to so-and-so from so-and-so. And that's the embossing outlet, and these are the dies. These are actually quite nice. I was thinking when I first looked at it, I thought, oh no, too much like everything else, but that's a standalone. That's a standalone. The leaves are nice and thick and they come out really nice, so I didn't mind that. And to be honest, I've sold a lot of my stuff, so I've done a bit of shopping today. I've sold a lot of stamps from last year. You have to get rid of everything. It's so sad. But and so I've got an envelope, and then I've got the peach pie. Let me open that up and you can see the colour better. But when you stamp it, it still comes out on the lighter peach, so it's all good. Alright, let's just put those aside for a second. I keep my little box of goodies right beside me so I can get it all done. Put my card away and my twine. Alright, so these are the pieces that we need to make this card. And I didn't even cut the card out, so you're going to get to see me do it. So I have to get a sheet of, if I can pick this up and move it to the side. Actually, it'll be good to see this one made, considering that it's so this is the, if you're interested in the in buying the cardstock, you can actually get them in this pack that says A4 cardstock in colour, so you can get all of the new colours in, which is Shy Shamrock, Petulia, is it what the word is? I'm just going to take that down a bit so we can open a bit more. Then you've got Shy Shamrock. Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. Doesn't matter. Pretty in Pink, I think it is, and this is the one we're using tonight. So I'm just going to take that out. And I think it'll be good to show you cutting on while we're doing it, if you like, because it isn't a hard card. It's so easy, and I think sometimes when you watch cards make, it becomes a bit hard to look at. So, oh, here we go. Right, get the card out of the road. It's in the road there. I'll put it up there until we can get it back. Alright, so the sheet that when you buy this one, the pack, it's good because you don't, when you're just a homemaker, you can make 2 cards out of each sheet, unless you do the big ones, and then it could take 2. So this is 20 sheets, so that's 40 cards, 40 card bases, so that's really cool. Alright, so our peach pie, we're going to cut a 5.5 by 8. So this is, why is it 11.5? Oh yeah, that's right, 11.5. So we're going to, a 5.5 by 8 inches. So 5.5 is here. And 8 is here. So it's a little bit off there. Okay, you won't be doing with anything with that. But anything that's 1/2 inch you can't use. So that's the first piece. And the second is a 3.5. Now my blade jumped out. A 3.5, so we've got a bit of spare. A 3.5, it does that all the time, by a 3.5 by 8. Alright. Do you know how often I clean this? It's just glue gets on it. I think I'm cleaning all the time. House, kids. Oh look, talk about cleaning. I said to my husband today, my hair was down there, and I said to my husband, oh, because it was wet and it was right down my back, and I said, just Kate, take off an inch for me. I think he took like that much. He took all my curls, and then it jumps up because it's a bit shorter. Alright, so next, with the 5.5 by 8, we're going to score it at 1.5. So scoring, there's the 1.5 is there. And when we score, we make sure that the blade's out of the road brown. Light brown, tan is the scoring, up and down. So we're doing that 1.5 at 3 and at 5.5. Okay, just put that over here for a sec. Now the smaller piece, and it's all along the long side, we are going to score just at 4 inches. Alright, pop that away. That's your paper trimmer, so that's quite good because it all comes down into nothing, and you can buy new blades, which is handy. Alright, so we're going to fold that, and I'm just putting that up so I can see if anyone messages me, so I don't have to keep looking at that screen over there. See that one over there? So where's our bone folder? And we're going to, so really make sure your edges are in properly, touching, and down we go. Okay. So this new grid paper, I thought it was going to be in colours, and when it came, it's just got inches, which is just probably good. And if you do the other side, it actually has centimetres. So I suppose some people could, well, you could turn it over and say, this is, oh, it's 20 centimetres plus 1 notch. I don't do centimetres, and it's 14. So that's obviously 14 is 5.5, and 20.1 is 8. I'm a quilter from the old days, so the inches do me fine. Look at that. 8 inches exactly by 5.5. So that's probably quite good for people who aren't used to it. That's my what we're on now watching, and then this shop's underneath. So, and I did have my host code written down, and it's on my site anyway if you're looking at it. So this one we are going to go, where's my card, and we're going to go, so you've got a really tiny bit, yeah, there it is. Oh, I thought for a minute. So they call that a mountain. Okay, mountain means it's like that. And then we have a valley, which comes, oh, I didn't give that a very good score. So valley is the other way. And then we go down and we have another mountain. Now it looks hard, it looks short, doesn't it? You're thinking, but when you look at it in its envelope, and by the time you add this piece, it fits in your envelope. So that's pretty cool. I know I've done it before, and I haven't scored that at 4 and 4. I've done that right to the bottom of the card and scored a little higher, as long as it fits. So you could do it, let's get on here, 3. Oh, we have to see the card. So the envelope is 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So that's why most of our cards are done as a 5. 5.5 because it fits in there. So you could have done it, the fold, at 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and then just had that shorter on the back, so it came in a bit like that on the back and then came right down there. But this is the way I saw it, so I'm just doing it this way, okay? Alright, let's have a look. So next we've got these. This is the wild wheat, and I have put it into the embossing, sorry, I put it into the embossing folder and it comes out like that. So I'm just going to glue this on the back. You do need to put just a touch more than normal on this because it's been embossed, it doesn't stick everywhere. And that goes on the inside, on the long edge. Now I cut that at 5. I could have even done it at 5.5, but I did want to see it a little bit. There's a little bit of, you can do a little bit of moving. Just making sure by my lines I've got that on there, see? And then that's lined up to the end. Alright, and then this one. So this is 1.5 wild wheat. This is 1.25 by 5.25. Alright, and then the bigger one is wild wheat. Alright, wow, oh goodness gracious, got to look down my instructions for you. I wrote them all out. So 5.25 by 1.25 and 5.25 by 2 inches. Alright, and so that's that piece here. Now next we're going to get out our orange, and that is, oh, I'm better off to do it in here because I actually have, see how that looks a bit oranger in the dark, but it is a really deep orange. No, still, isn't it funny, it still looks white. So this piece is 3.25 by 3 3/4. Alright, and that is going on the front of here. This is a nice colour. See, it shows up more as a purple, but isn't it funny, the light always makes it come out different. And I now need my, so as I said, I didn't use that colour because it looked so busy, and I thought with the gold on it, it's not going to look any good. So I've cut this DSP 3 7/8 by 3.5. I'm just going to check that for you. That's 2 7/8. I wrote 3. Just recheck, and 3.5. So if you've got the sheet, please change that to 2 7/8. So you don't muck that up, okay? Sorry about that. That is a 2. Thought it looked bigger, that smaller than 3. And that's going down in the middle. This is so easy, guys. Now I have already cut this out, the die, the stamping, I have cut that out. That's the die that it's from, And then the leaves, I think I showed you in the beginning, all the leaves are here. Now what you can do is cut all your leaves. When you cut your purple square there, not square, your purple, purple, oh my goodness, I need a drink. Your orange pumpkin pie, you can cut your flower leaves inside that area, and then when you put this on, it doesn't matter. Today I've had the full amount, but if you're running out of stock, that's how you get away with it. You do it on the inside, and then you at least have it for later. So if I was to do that in there, right, when I cut it out and put it on, you won't see it because that other card covers it. Right, so now this piece, see I've already cut this out, but I left it in because I wanted you to see the, so I've got 1, 2, 3. I actually didn't cut something else out, so we will cut that out. So when it's cut out, because I run it through twice, you can see that's the back of the cardstock. So I just cut a few of these leaves, the ones that are shaped without a piece missing like that. So that's a good one. That's a good one. That one. And that one. And the rest of these, see how they got the little cutouts everywhere? I'm just going to take them over to my, whoops, just double checking. I'm going to take them over to my bin. I'll put it here so you can see my bin. I sent the boys to the shop to get me some bread and said they could get a treat, and they came home with my favourite peanut Reese's. They're very kind to me at times. If they cleaned the rooms a bit more often, I'd be happier, but that's small bits. They go to school. Alright, I'm not going to keep that piece. That's where this picking tool comes in handy, because you can get them out. Let me do that from that side. And see how they've got holes there? That allows you to pull it off. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, it's still got a couple of little bits there. Let me get them out. So today is no shipping, free shipping. That is worth mega, because a lot of this stuff is really heavy, especially when you buy the cardstock. So I've brought 4 lots of cardstock, which would normally cost, my postage would be like up to $30 sometimes, but I reckon I'll be paying a bit more. The stamp sets and that aren't real heavy, but the cardstock is, and I needed more glue and stuff like that. And see all these are nearly done. So if you have a look, you can go on to midnight, just put my host code in, it'll tell me you've shopped. If you shop over 200, I think, just check, it'll tell you, you can actually get your own rewards. But if you're just getting a small, you put it on mine and I'll send you a card. Alright, so right, everything's out. Look at that. Oh, this gold. It's gold shimmer. Oh, it's quite nice. Right. Oh, I sent a message out to a few ladies to say come and join me, but obviously no one's around. One day we'll get a bit more. Alright, I'm going to put those up there. And we've got some leaves. So that goes back into the die. Now I do need to cut, what were I missing? Oh, I know what it was. Where's my... Where is... Here it is. Oh, put it way out of the road. I did forget to cut, which I should have done it in that orange. Yeah, I forgot to cut that one out. Okay. Now my problem is, do I have any pumpkin pie left? You know what we might do? Adjust. I might just... No, I better do it right. I'll just go and get some pumpkin pie. I wonder if you see it better in a whole sheet. Let's see if it... No. Oh, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? No. I don't think it looks any good anyway. But that is very rich pumpkin pie. So, where did I just put my thing to cut out? Here it is. So, I only need to cut a small amount for that. I'm just going to do that by hand. Normally I just do a strip, because then if I have the class it's easier to do that. Alright, save that for later. I've got my leaves. Oh, there's a lot of things we've got out here today. Alright. There we've got black is embossing folder, so we don't need that. We need grey, and then we need white, and then we need the sandwich and the pumpkin pie and the design, and we're gonna got a bit of, oh, maybe we don't have that one on. Let me see. Ah, goose. Alright. Oh, I am going to just stand up with this one. My whole bench shakes and rattles. That's why I like to cut out before, because it just rattles and it annoys me because it shakes everywhere. You can see everything's moved. Alright, so we've got our pumpkin pie. Those over there. Alright, let me see. Okay. So, and again, you just around the outsides, so you don't break them, you just push a few and it'll take them off for you. You don't have to do them all because it's not a thin one. So what we're going to do is get our what's it called? Silicone match, and we are going to put a little bit of glue down and drag it through. But because on this one I only put it, I don't want to do the top because that will bring the glue out on the other side. So I'm going to put a little glue down. Okay, and I'm going to start here and just tap it in and try and bring up as much as the glue. Alright, and I'm going to put this down here, and I'm just going to hold that for a minute. I don't want it to. So the sneaky thing to do is get your stamp there, your glass block, and just the weight on it will hold the glue down. And then get a cloth and clean your fingers. I have to clean the glass blocks as well. Alright, so that's held that down, ready. Okay, and we're not going to worry about the little leaves for a minute, but we are going to put this on now, just a little bit more glue, and we're going to run this one through it. So I'm just going to pop it down on to give it some glue. So we can pick it all up. And now, as you can see, I'll just wash my fingers before I put it on the card, because you don't want to get, if your fingers are sticky, then you have to use your damn glue rubber and rub everything off, and that can be annoying. So we are going to pop this down here. And again, just pop that on, and we'll be washing that. Right. Well, just that little bit of glue. Oh. Now I'm going to have to take that off because I've got it up the wrong way. And where's my glue there? Yeah. Okay. And I'm definitely going to take that away because I have... Let's get that glue off. And turn it over to the other side so I can put that down and hold it down. Alright. Now I feel like I did a little bit of glue on this side. We might actually be alright because we're going to put that white on the back, so we won't get that stuck too much to it. So next, this is why it's so easy. I mean, look, it's taken me, what's the time? 8:33. On the bottom of here, I'm just going to do a little line and just really pull it out a bit. Can you see that? You can go up a bit because it will. And on the other side, we're going to do the same. And then I'm going to get our card and hold it together, and I'm going to put this on there, hold it together, make sure it's squared off properly. That'll look right. And then when we're happy with that, we put the other side down, and we're just going to hold that for a few minutes because the glue doesn't take long to settle, so that's alright. See, isn't that beautiful? That's gold, and it's gold shimmer. Maybe if I did it in the other gold, it would even be brighter. Alright, so see, there's your fake. I think that's a bit of my hair. Maybe my husband didn't get it all. And look at that, just sits out there. I bone fold those properly. Now on the back where I said I had a bit of glue, we'll stamp that now. Take that off. There's no glue there, that was just water from the other bit. Just make sure you don't have sticky on your table. I don't think I do. I'm just going to wipe across anyway. And I have a thing there. I'm going to put this down to stamp on. So with my peach pie, I'm going to get that stamp that basically looks like this. And I don't want to, let's clean that off a bit too. So I'm not putting the whole thing on because I want it to go over the side. Yeah, I've done it too. Good old trackies. It's It's getting a bit cold. And if you can see that better, I'm just going to slide that onto the side. I don't want it all on. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And that's out. And while I'm here, I love my trademark is to give my cards a little stamp. And that's it. So they both go away looking nice. Ordered another chamois today. My chamois are getting very black. You wash them, you throw them in and keep rinsing, and it wrings out. You know, first time it comes out purple, then green, then you get down to black, and then it gets to pink. It's like all the colour pigments joined together and to make the different colours. I think I've got all that off. Alright. And what did I put? You make life better. Isn't that nice? You make life better. So maybe you could put a thanks with that on the back. I hadn't thought whether I'd do that or not. So I've just got a small piece of card here. And that, see, it comes out quite nice, doesn't it? What it looks like to you. It really is a nice colour, this. I didn't know if I would like it, but it really is. And especially using it with the pumpkin pie that sort of goes around. And the wild wheat looks like gold. Shame it wasn't in your pocket. Then it would be a bit better, wouldn't it? So, that away. That away. All you do is clean. Now, I did make a little a little flag in this, so you just cut in just a little bit and from either corner into that tag that you made, and that's like cute. Alright, so what we're going to do is glue the back onto it now. And so where I made that mistake of putting the glue, it's going to be totally fine now. I always think you can adjust. I mean, honestly, life is adjustment, and so you just do what you need to do. And so you can write to your friend whatever you want to say. I mean, you could also write in there if you really wanted. Okay. Now with the tag, take that out of the road, we are going to, let's put my glue away, a pen, my bone folder, look at my bone folder, I used it on the ink. The pick, I need the pick actually because I need to pick up those little leaves and that to put on. So I have stuck the little 2 leaves. I'm just going to do those without doing them on the mat cut. I'm just going to use them with the glue. So if you can see that, just not too much. And we've got them going up a little bit, so you don't want it there. And I have stuck that into here. I'm just going to push it hard with the thing so the glue's not stuck there. And on the other side I have another one coming in from here. That's got a nicer, a wider back on the back of that, so you can get that one in a bit easier. And that's going to go down there. Oh, I think I've got an extra leaf today. Might put that on there as well. Don't know why I've got an extra one. I'm going to put that down there. And with these little gold bits that we saved outside of the main piece of gold, if you pick them up with the other end of your picking tool, see how it's got some glue on it there, a putty, like a putty? you can see it faintly on my hand, it's green. If you pick that up, the leaf, we want to touch it on the gold, put a drop of glue on it, and we're going to just slide it into there. Alright, and I'm going to get another one. It's all how you hold it. Okay, I'm just going to slide that into the corner there so it comes out a bit there. I have to use my other end. Isn't that lovely? And then on the other side, we're going to do these ones. So it's a nice big one, isn't it? Not too much glue. I think I put a bit much glue on it. Sometimes I'm a bit mucker fingers. I'm just trying to tuck it a little bit into there, into the card. That's it. So that's where this tool comes in handy. You can just put it under. And then what we're going to do with the last one, this is going to pop that over here. I'm just going to hold those for a second. Do you like my nails? When the boys do their homework on a Monday, I sit at the table, and supervise. Which means I sit there doing my nails and talking to them and keeping them on target. Otherwise they think that we don't know what they're doing. If you've had teenagers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're good lads, but they do get distracted, and I get that because I like to play, so sometimes I get distracted. Alright, so see it coming together? Isn't it lovely? And that was so easy, wasn't it, guys? So what I'm going to do on my little stock is put some dimensionals. Alright, so I want one up there, one over there. Can you see that? That's a bit hard, isn't it? And one in there. And where's my twine? I can see it. And so this is just the little pack of baker's twine you can use. And I have, so I just ran my fingers about 3 or 4 times. And snip that. I think I've got enough. Oh, I need, what have I done? I might just make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's better. Alright, and then what I do is just give that a twist and pop it across. Give it a twist when it happens properly. Okay. Move those out. And then I'm just going to go across like that. So they get picked up by, if I goose I am, look what I did, I forgot to take the backs off my dimensionals. Got it all ready and then didn't do it. So I want my rope to go across like that, so you can put it down there and just pick it up, and what happens is it picks itself up on there. Okay, and then you'll still have enough so you can add another dimensional in here and over on the other side here, so it catches the card properly and doesn't move. And that goes just out to there. Now, does that look straight? It doesn't, does it? Oh, everything's got a 20-second rule. That's still not quite there. Everything has a small amount of room. Alright, and last but not least, we have some bling. But I noticed in the catalogue they have all the bling. They don't actually say what's on these. They used to say each colour. So I assume that's bronze and gold and light bronze and white. But it used to say on the back, and now it just says neutral adhesive backed sequins. And I looked up the catalogue to have another look, and it's not there. So I put the little goldy ones on because I think it matches the pumpkin pie. So all you have to do is slide it underneath, and I'm going to do a big one up there and two little ones down here. Just going to move that onto the card a little bit more. You do have, as I said, a little wiggle room in some and not in others. So that's it, isn't it? How'd you like that? Oh, hi Jill, how are you? I didn't see when you came on. You must have just come on as I'm finished. I saw your card the other day. It was beautiful. So what I also have to show you is last week I did classes with my classes, and we did, I'll show you the cards. So this card, I have the kit but I can't stamp it, and that stands up like this, and it's the ocean. And so that's rich. There's one in rich raspberry and one in blue, the kits. So I have two of those still available, $8, which is including postage. You just need to have stamps. The daisies, I have two of those, and again you just add your own on there. You only have to add your own saying there. So not a lot of stamping on either of them except the happy birthday. So there's two of those left, $8 each. There's an inked and tiled. Now you can use any stamp you've got that's got long flowers. And I have, if I'm correct, I have two of those, and the fourth card, the colour and contour, which was that one, is gone. So sorry about that. But if anyone's interested, send me a message. And as I said, I've got two of the three cards I've showed you. And I'll post them. That's postage included. It is the $8. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this card, and thanks for popping on, Jill. Nice to see you, and thanks very much. Okay, ladies, see you next week. Bye.